to Psalm 17 in our daily reading of the Psalms in anticipation of Election Day. So Psalm 17 with 15 days to go. This psalm I found to be actually the most difficult so far. Crazy about any of the translations.
But it's expressly inwardly drawn.
It is an inward.
Yeah.
Right. It says it calls itself Tefillah David. We keep saying these are not prayers, and this isn't a prayer either in the traditional sense. This is not a plea, as Hirsch says. This isn't a prayer asking for something in particular. This is a prayer to focus oneself. To be able to speak truth, to be able to speak the truth about oneself, so that you can then, move forward. It's kind of a dreary day. Usually
Well, I don't know, but I think it starts out that way anyway, and the only thing I'm sure about in this psalm is that it was accompanied by the oud.
I'm sure it must have been, even though it's one of the ones that doesn't say it, right? It's one of the rare psalms that doesn't attach itself to
sure sign.
Music.
A sure sign.
It must have been sung. It's just assumed, right? It's just assumed. Tefillah David.
Open with a prayer.
Open with a prayer.
V'arevna Adonai Eloheinu את דברי תורתך בפינו ובפי עמך בית ישראל ונהיה אנחנו וצאצאי עמך בית ישראל. כולנו יודעי שמך ולומדי תורתך לשמה. ברוך אתה אדוני המלמד תורה לעמו. Israel. O God, make the words of your Torah pleasant on our lips, and the lips of all of those who come into our circle, so we can spend the time in learning for the pure pleasure of it and its implications in our lives. Baruch atah Adonai, blessed are you who teaches to your people in this fashion.
Amen. Amen. Tefillah David, Shim'a Adonai, Tzedek. I like that. A prayer of David, hear God. The thoughts of the tzedek, of the righteous, right? Of tzedek. The thoughts of justice, maybe. Accept the outpouring.
Give me the
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Here you go. Hear, O God, what is just. Heed my cry. Give ear to my prayer, which is not from lips of deceit. And I think that's the hope. That's why it's called a prayer, because we can often speak untruths that we're not even aware of, right? We can be
Svat mirma, svate sifte.
Right.
Mirma.
So we can be drawn into deceit without even wanting to be. So this is an intention. Please let me at least don't let me be part of the problem. I don't want to be part of the problem with all these lies, right?
Listen, pay attention. Imperatives, Shiva. Shema. Akshiva.
Let my judgment come forth from you, right? Let eyes behold, and here it is again, equity. This notion of equality and equity, of leveling the playing field, even with God, even with godliness.
Micharim,
Right?
Yashar, straight. Let me see it, or let me hear it. Once you hear it, give it to me straight.
Give it to me straight, Yashar.
Straight ahead.
Mesilat Yesharim, that path of the just by Luzzatto is that straight path. Don't give me these spins. I don't want spin. There's enough spin. I want to know what's true. I want to know what's just. Verse 3, right? You have visited me at night.
Pakadata.
Right? You've probed my mind. You know what it's like to be half asleep and half awake and have your mind be that monkey mind, so busy. Probe my mind. You've tested me. You've found nothing amiss. Right? I'm not that withered person. I'm the one with the clean hands and a pure heart.
But I might have night frights.
I do.
And if I have night frights, don't let me act on them and not even say that what comes out of my mouth.
Right.
Let me be careful about what comes out of my mouth.
Yes.
It's temporary.
Right. It is. So verse 4, in order to bring the deeds of other people to follow your words, like your lips, sometimes I observe the paths of those who break the law.
I've been to the other side.
Right.
I've been on the other side. I know what it is.
Yeah, because sometimes you have to go there to bring people home, right? Sometimes you feel like you have to be on the inside to make a difference. You ever hear people saying that, right? Mm-hmm.
I've been to the other side, but now I'm in the circle, man.
Yeah.
I'm inside the circle.
And even when I've done that, to bring people back to you, my feet have held to your paths, and my legs have not given way. And so, God, I call on you. Please answer me.
Again, this is a turn here.
Yeah.
Ani. You have this turn when he comes. He says, "For me, as for me." It's always this interest. I love these psalms that have this kind of turn in them, and sometimes it's a turn in language. Like, okay, prose for a while, but as for me, or the therefore, lachein. But here, as for me, usually translate the ani, ta.
Right.
I'm calling on you, or I've called upon you.
Right, so that you'll answer me. I'm calling you. So turn your ear to me and hear me. Hear me. It's like talking to it's pleading with God and saying, come on, get in this story. Jump in here. We can't do this alone, right? Make your mercies great. Have a little mercy, right? Display your faithfulness in wondrous deeds. Again, you've done this before. Gonna show up. Let us know that we're not doing this alone. You who delivers with your right hand those who seek refuge from assailants. We've seen you help us before. You've been there before, and God knows we need you now. So this is kind of sweet. One translates this as, guard me like the apple of your eye. Hide me in the shadow of your wings.
Well, that second image is well known to us.
Right.
It's in the shadow of your wings, protect me or hide me in the shadow of your wings. The first image, it's supposed to be like a pupil, I think. The pupil of your eye, like the gate to the interior through the pupil of your eye.
Right.
What do you think?
Harry's paying attention. Harry, I say Harry, it's George.
Georgie.
So keep me as the eyelid protects the apple of the eye. Hide me in the shelter of your wings. Such a great imagery, right? And then it says in verse 9, from the lawless who have robbed me and now surround me as my enemies in their very souls. What does that mean? What do you think that means, rob me, to spoil me? They've taken from me my ability to be with clean hands,
Yeah,
right?
and the danger here is to lose your soul.
Yeah.
You know, that's the biggest loss.
Right. The soul, right. To lose your soul. Verse 10. Because
They're shut tight.
their hearts are closed to pity, and their mouths speak arrogance. There's no empathy. There's no
tight.
empathy. There's no empathy. We keep hearing that, don't we? There's no empathy, and they speak untruth, and it's deceptive because it infuses everything. It's hard to know what's the truth when there are so many that speak untruth. And then verse 11, upon our firm step have they set their eyes, now that they surround us. You see, it's intentional. It's intentional, this world that lives in the material world and is undermining what it takes to be just and righteous and have mercy. Because it takes sacrifice. You can't be selfish and have clean hands, right? You can't be selfish. So, upon our firm step, they have set their eyes, now that they surround us, to make us stray from the right path on the earth. And then it says, he is like a lion, eager for prey.
Oh no, not there yet.
Not there yet. For that they are like lions, eager for prey. They're trying. We're not. You feel like you're paranoid, but it's true. They're after us, right?
Yeah, they're going to tear us into carrion.
There's a lion,
they're looking
eager
for
prey. A king of beasts is lying in wait because
C-A-R-R-I-O-N.
of self-interest.
But they're like little baby lions.
Yeah. Okay. So finally, we come to the.
Little baby lions.
End. And here in verse 15.
Kuma Adonai.
13, sorry. Kuma.
Get up, God. Come on. God, mafanav. Get up, God. Get ahead of it.
Yeah.
Get ahead of it.
Kuma Adonai. Arise, God, forestall these intentions. Cast him down. Deliver my soul from the lawless who are acting as your sword. Right? They're destroying everything that's precious to us. Rescue me. 14. From those
wicked.
Yeah, from the wicked ones, right? From those who are your tools, God. From the people of transitory import, he says.
Their portion is from this life. In other words, they're working the angles here.
Yeah, just to fill their bellies. They just want to fill their bellies, right? And their children will be satisfied and have something to leave over for their young.
Yeah, the children are working the angles too.
They are. We see that. We surely do. We do see that. But we can do better.
Again.
And
line 15.
We're seeing
me, Ani.
There it is again. So the last verse is verse 15. But, in the end, it's a psalm, nevertheless, right? Ani, but Tzedek, right? As for me, I shall behold your face in thoughts of the right.
I'll take it inside and I'll see it from my chest.
Inside, but Tzedek, that justice, that righteousness. When one day I awaken, I shall be satisfied with a vision of you. And that's the best part, I think. I shall be awakened. And what does it mean to have a vision of you? Well, it means never to lose sight of what it is that is right. Never to lose sight, not to be politicize this way or that way, or get inside of something that's so awful because you think you have to compromise. There are some things that, of course, we have to, but not this. Not when it comes to truth. So that is Psalm 17. Let's hear Jim's. Let's hear your interpretation.
Psalm 17, a meditation within David. My thoughts, O God, hear righteousness, express joy, straight ahead, judgments before you. I was tried by night. I kept my thoughts to myself. I have been on the other side. Now I stay within the circle. I called to you. Did you hear my words? Pile up your mercies by the gate. Hide me in the shadow of your wings. Enemies encircle me. They throw me off my earth path. They look like lions, but not. Get up, God. Get ahead of them. They are temporary. As for me, I see righteousness in your face. I see righteousness. I see righteousness in your face. And one day I will awaken.
Amen.
Have a good day, everybody.
So,
and one day I will awaken.
We will. May it come soon. Have a day of lift. Have a wonderful day.
Ciao, baby.
And as we prepare each day.